All right, let's now answer part C. We first need to read this above it. It says, the table below shows the cost per farmer for each district to attend the 2017 conference. So here we're told that it costs $25 per farmer for the north, $20 per farmer for the south, $45 and $35 for the east and west, respectively. We're then told, write down a matrix that could be multiplied by matrix F 2017 to give the total cost for all farmers who attended the 2017 conference. As soon as I see total cost, I think in my head, that means I need a 1-by-1 matrix as my answer. So I'm just going to roughly here write down what I'm going to do. I need my answer to be a 1-by-1. I don't know what my answer is yet, but I know it's going to be like this. There's going to be one number there. Now, I need to multiply F 2017. Now, this is where you have to think about the order. So the order here is going to be important. If we come up here, we know that F 2017 is a 4-by-1 matrix. That means that it needs to be, if this is where I'm multiplying, it needs to be on this side, 4-by-1. It needs to be on that side. So, you wouldn't have to write this out in the exam, but I'm just taking it a bit slower so you can really get an understanding of what's going on here. But of course, in the exam, you'd need to work faster than this. But this video is about helping you understand. So that means I'm going to put that on that side. And then on this side over here, what I'm going to need is a 1-by-4 matrix. And these are going to multiply by each other. Remember, the reason why that is happening is because this needs to be the same as that. And then my outside numbers, so this and this, become a 1-by-1. That's how it works. So I've been given this information here, and they've written it in a column to trick us. But remember here, this is telling us I need 1 row and 4 columns. 1 row and 4 columns. So that means it needs to look like this. Let me see if I can do that a bit higher up. And then I need to go 25, 20, 45, 35. And now, if I do that, I'm going to get my answer. Because remember, what's going to happen now, if I grab another color yet again, I'm going to go 25 times 36. And that makes sense because it's $25 per person from the north, and I'm timesing it by how many people I have from the north. It's $20 per person from the south, and I'm timesing it by the 20 people from the south, and so on. So that's how we know that this works, is I'm multiplying them all together, and then we're going to add them all up to get this. Now, to answer this question quickly, with this right here is our answer. You don't have to chuck this into the calculator. You know how this works. You know that our answer is going to be 25, 20, 45, 35. Just like that. You don't need to chuck it into the calculator. You could quickly do that and move on to the next one. And just to double check this, sure enough, 25, 20, 45, 35. That is what the examiners have written. 25, 20, 45, 35. You do not need to chuck it in the calculator. You can just write that immediately. If you are unsure about whether or not you got the order correct, you could put it into the calculator, but you could argue that, if you're going to finish this as quickly as possible, you might be burning some time here. So I've got 1 row, 4 columns, and I'm going to go 25, 20, 45, 35, and I'm timesing it by, now I've got 4 rows, 1 column, 36, 20, 28, 16, and sure enough, I'm going to get one answer out. So that is the total cost for all the farmers who attended the 2017 conference. But the question didn't require us to calculate that. We know how matrices work. So you really don't want to waste time doing this when you don't have to. Now, maybe it will be helpful later on, but at this current time, you didn't have to do it. So I would encourage you, be confident with what you're doing, think about the order, and then go from there. Don't waste time when you don't need to in the exam. All right, hopefully that has been helpful.